Hello?
Yeah, is that...
Hello there.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Jackie Noyes.
Hello.
I'm just calling. I just wanted to discuss the spring edition of Countryfile, the cover, the front cover.
Yeah, the Yorkshire Dales?
Yeah, best of Yorkshire,
Yes.
best of the Yorkshire Dales. I've seen a cover of your magazine, and I just wanted to know, why did you choose to put a massive contrail through the picture?
A massive what, sorry?
There's a massive contrail stroke, chemtrail, whatever you want to call it, through the picture on the front of the magazine.
I haven't seen... bear with them 1 second. I'm just going to grab a copy of it. Sorry, let me grab... I'll be back 1 second. I just need to grab a copy. Hello there.
Yeah, hi. Have you seen...
Yeah, what do you mean, a sort of vapour trail from an aircraft?
Well, it's not a vapour trail, because vapour trails evaporate. Obviously, in this picture, it's a long trail, and it's left in the picture, and it looks quite obviously put there. And I wouldn't say it's subliminal, but it's, you know, it's trying to put a contrail, chemtrail in people's minds that it's normal. But the thing is, it's not. Why would your photographer have waited for a point where a plane had gone past to take a picture of the countryside? I don't understand that at all.
Well...
And also, can I just say, as the editor, why did you not know? How come you don't know what's on the front of the magazine?
I know what's on the front of the magazine. We were working 2 magazines further on. I've just gone and got myself a copy. We've had no other comments about this cover. I think it's really beautiful.
How is it beautiful, you showing a contrail? How can a contrail going through a beautiful picture of the countryside, how can that be beautiful? How is that beautiful? It's ruined the cover of Countryfile, and it looks horrible.
Okay, I'm really sorry you're upset about that, but we've had no other complaints about it.
So what is the beauty that you find? Okay, so what's the beauty that you see in this picture?
Do you mean the sort of diagonal sort of cloud line that goes from...
It's not a cloud line. It's from a plane. It's not a cloud. It's not jet cirrus. It's from a plane.
I'm not sure why you're quite so angry about it, because to me it's a really beautiful image.
How is that a beautiful image?
Choosing this image, it looks really... Yeah, we had no other complaints about it. Everyone's really happy with it.
Well, can I just say something to you? When I go to the
part of the countryside anyway.
Well, when I go to the countryside, when I take a beautiful shot like that, I make sure there are no planes going past. There's no lines in my pictures. There's natural cloud.
Are you a professional photographer?
I'm a photographer. I make videos. Yeah, I do things like this, and I also look at contrails, and I scientifically.
You must appreciate that with all these, with all photography and all video, anything that sort of is an art form.
Yeah, but showing a
you don't like it.
Showing a contrail isn't natural, is it?
You just got to accept that. I would happily accept a letter from you if you wanted to sort of make a strongly worded letter.
But the thing is, how is a jet contrail, whatever you want to call it, how is that beautiful? How is that part of the picture? It's ruined that it's not a natural countryside, is it? Because that's not what you see in the natural countryside.
The natural countryside, there's a barn in there. That's not natural countryside. There's lots of...
Yeah, but that's part of the picture. A barn is a man-made thing, isn't it? It's not part of the sky that's come out of a plane.
Well,
yeah.
So's the contrail a man-made thing. They're all...
Oh, but you just called it cloud. You just said to me it was a line of cloud going through the sky. Which is it? Are you saying it's cloud, or is it from a plane? Can you make up your mind? Because I think this is BBC propaganda. This is BBC propaganda. I'm angry. Do you know anything about what's happening at the moment with HAARP and chemtrails?
Yes, I'm aware of...
Are you aware of HAARP?
Are you related to sort of global warming and that sort of thing?
No, it's nothing to do with global warming. Do you know what geoengineering is?
No, do you want to tell me about it?
Right, you look it up yourself, because you've just put a massive image of geoengineering across the front of your magazine. I don't know what you're aware of and what you're not aware of, but obviously this is this is propaganda, BBC propaganda. It's been allowed to go through. Obviously, you didn't even know what was on the front of the magazine. You're the editor.
It's not propaganda. It's not propaganda at all. It's just a beautiful image that we chose to put on the front of the magazine. Honestly, it's something we chose. We looked long and hard to find a beautiful image of the Yorkshire Dales.
Okay.
We put that on our cover. I have to admit, I didn't actually notice that line.
See, because you didn't notice it, because it's been trying to normalise it in everybody's mind. These things are these things, everywhere you go, they're trying to make that they're normal. They're in adverts, they're in cartoons. Can you just listen?
We have no agenda to...
Okay, maybe you yourself have no agenda, but like you said before, you hadn't even noticed it until you looked at the picture. That's how normalised they are.
Because, my key thing is the cover lines, getting a beautiful image of the Yorkshire Dales.
Yeah, but looking at that...
It's quite hard to find, actually.
As you look at that image now, without that line, do you not think it would have been a more natural picture? It would have been actually a more beautiful picture, a diagonal line going across the sky. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm surprised it wasn't an X, because at the moment, everywhere you go, they're doing them in X's. If you'd have put a massive X in there... I'm really...
You're breaking up, I'm afraid. I can't quite hear what you're saying. Could you just repeat what you said?
I said there's a line going through the picture, okay, and you're...
Yeah, I heard all that. It's just the last couple of sentences.
Yeah, no, at the moment, where they're doing them in the sky, where they're covering the sky to do the geoengineering, or whatever you want to call it, first of all, they put an X in the sky, and then they just put lines all over the sky, and you don't even see blue sky. That's what's going on at the moment. So the front of your magazine looks like you're supporting geoengineering. It looks like you're supporting chemical trails in the sky.
Absolutely no intention of that, and there was no pre-planning or any thought along those lines. This is a totally innocent choice of picture.
Okay, it's totally innocent, but at first you didn't notice it. That really worries me. That worries me.
It's not something particularly notable. It's quite a faint line, and whether it's
not a faint line.
Whether it's a aeroplane's vapor trail or whatever that is, it's not.
It shouldn't be there.
Your eye isn't drawn to it. Your eye is drawn to the barn and then down the valley. It's a celebration of the countryside, not any sort of hidden political message.
I'm not saying it's a political message, but do you know what subliminals are?
Well, yes, or a subliminal message, but essentially what you're saying is we've tried to make a point with our cover subliminally.
Okay.
And that's not the case. I can tell you absolutely categorically. All right,
then that's fair enough. But I'm going to accept what you're saying because obviously you didn't even know what was on the front of it. Have you seen the Countryfile, the actual programme?
Yes, I watch it every Sunday.
Yeah, well, the beginning of Countryfile itself, if you look at that, at the end of the sequence, at the beginning, the sequence, when you look at that, when you see the word Countryfile, when the camera pans up, the sky is full of chemtrails. You look at it next time and you'll notice there's lines in your sky there.
Why don't you write us a letter about it, then you'll get your point across to some more people, because I think if you can keep it really short... and I'll have a look at it, and I can't promise to print it, but if I think it's something that our readers ought to know about, then I would definitely print it. I mean,
well, I'll definitely do that.
This magazine's off sale now. I think it's, I don't know how well it's sold so far, but we haven't had any comments about it. So you're the first person to sort of...
Well, there's comments. There's comments about it on YouTube. I can tell you that for definite.
About our cover? Or
yeah, people are talking. People are actually talking about the cover of Countryfile and also talking about the show itself, because a lot of images you show on there really do cover the whole geoengineering and chemtrailing.
Okay.
The issue to this, this issue has actually shocked a lot of people, and I'm rather disheartened because you didn't notice it, and you're the editor. I don't understand.
Well, it's because my attention is drawn to the cover lines.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's a subliminal
physical landscape.
That's why it's a subliminal trail. Don't you get it? Don't you see that? People are going to be looking on out of that picture, not noticing it, and then when they then see these geoengineering lines in the sky, to them it's normal. And this is happening to a lot of people.
I've heard of geoengineering, I must say, as some sort of danger. Of course, I'm aware of things like aircraft fuel and global warming and those sort of things. But
okay.
It seems to me like this is a separate issue.
It is, because a contrail that comes out of a plane evaporates. It's just water vapour burning off the fuel. Right. But a chemical chemtrail, it stays in the air sometimes for up to 20, 30 hours, and it's coming down on us, and it's nanoparticles are making people ill.
So
that's what's happening.
What's causing this, and who's putting these in the sky?
Well, it's a global military operation. It's black ops. There's a lot of money being spent. It's being done globally, and a lot of people are being ill.
It's a global military operation.
Yeah, it is.
That they're spraying things in the sky.
It was done back in the 70s and the 60s.
Right.
Okay, and it's being done again.
Clear on that. And what, the Americans doing this, are they, or is it?
Well, the British are doing it as well. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Listen, you may think this sounds crazy. Look into also what was done in the 60s and 70s over this country. Things have been released over us before and on the train, and it's happening again. And just just be careful, because the front of your magazine is advertising it in a subliminal way.
Thanks for bringing that to my attention, and you're very welcome to write us a letter.
I will do. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Cheers.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.